edition of the NBA on St. Patrick's Day. In this game, we'll see the Milwaukee Bucks going up against the Cleveland Cavaliers. I'm Kevin Harlan here at the table with me, Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And over on the sidelines tonight, Allie LaForce. And a quick look at some of the numbers for Donovan Mitchell.
And he's gone dry over the past 10 games, guys. His scoring is way down, and he can't seem to fight his way out of the slump. He better get it going tonight, or they'll start losing patience with him.
Look at Cleveland's starting group. Mobley is out there with Larry Nance. Then it's Harden. Then it's Mitchell. And it's Tyson in at the 3 slot. And for the Bucks, we've got Cam Thomas. Rollins is out there with Porter. Then it's Reddish. And it's Giannis in at the 4.
And I like that play. Nance on the roll. Great athleticism. Tough to defend.
And in 2028, Cleveland poised, GA, to welcome the WNBA's 16th franchise.
Reviving the name and branding of the Cleveland Rockers, one of the W's inaugural teams that folded back in 2003. Soon back on stage after a quarter-century hiatus.
Porter. Outside for Thomas. Antetokounmpo setting the pick for Thomas. Back to Giannis. And Giannis throws it down.
Making it look simple. The athleticism of Giannis on full display.
And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
I was able to talk with Doc Rivers for a minute. They'll be up against Donovan Mitchell tonight, and Coach is well aware of the challenges that he presents. He said Donovan's so good at changing speeds, it's hard to know when to send help. I'd rather be overly cautious in that regard, because if no help comes, then all of a sudden Mitchell is in his groove. Makes sense to me. Kevin?
All right, Allie, thank you. Here is Harden. Giannis Antetokounmpo making his last shot. And there's the call on Kevin Porter. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Here's Tyson. He's making his presence felt offensively with his scoring average up there at almost 13 points a game. And Giannis with the basket on the assist from Thomas. Giannis has got his 3rd basket of the night.
Contact just doesn't matter against Giannis. And once he's inside, he is not to be stopped.
It's stolen by Reddish. Here's Rollins. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game. Harden bounce pass. Nance dishes to Mitchell. A kick out to Mobley. Just 5 on the clock. And here's Harden for 3. A rebound by the Bucks. They faced off right here last time they met, but the home club just couldn't pull out the win.
And they lost the last matchup with this club, and it was really the reserve where the gap in play was felt. And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. And if you look at what he's done over the last few years, Greg, is Giannis still getting better?
The numbers say yes. Field goal percentage, points per game. He's still a double-digit rebounder, an all-time great, breaking new ground.
Here is Porter. James Harden picking up that last basket. Pass to Thomas. Back to Giannis. That's good. And it's Thomas picking up the assist. Thomas got 3 assists in the game.
How about 5 straight made from the field to start?
And timeout call by Kenny Atkinson. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust.
He's been an absolute magician when the ball has been in his hands. There isn't any aspect of the offense that he hasn't contributed in, and it's been a pleasure to watch. I mean, unless you are an opposing coach, then his play has been a vivid nightmare.
Now, here's Strus. He picked up 18 points in their last win against Dallas.
He was a menace on defense as well, managing 3 steals.
It's Thomas on the wing, covered by Mobley. Back to Antetokounmpo. Pass to Rollins. Shoots the 3. He shoots again, and it's Giannis missing.
I thought he had that all sewn up, but somehow the defense just threw him off.
Mobley sets the pick for Hunter. Over Thomas. Thomas grabs the rebound. Bucks leading by 4. Here's Antetokounmpo. And off the glass. That one's good. Antetokounmpo's got 12 in the game. This deep into the year, Greg, do you expect guys to start slowing down a little bit?
Well, if you're prepping for the postseason, you could ease back a little minutes-wise, but if you're on the bubble, it is still go time every game.
When you're looking at top pick-and-roll partners, Mobley is squarely in that discussion.
Giannis, no good.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Milwaukee has gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Thomas kicks to Antetokounmpo. Outside for Thomas. And they double up Antetokounmpo. Porter passes to Reddish. Rejected by Brogdon. And they blow the whistle for a foul. He was trying to disrupt the fast break opportunity. And this is his first trip to the line tonight. When you think about what makes Evan Mobley such a special talent, Richard, what comes to mind for you?
Well, his defense is already outstanding for a player of his age. And so seeing him add another Defensive Player of the Year award in years to come, that's what he needs to do. He needs to continue to be an anchor.
Thomas Bryant, he's checked in for the Cavaliers. James Harden comes in for Donovan Mitchell. Now here's Giannis. He had a 27-point outing in their last game against Indiana.
He's more than chipped in on the glass as well. Just a tremendous effort last time out.
The layup off target.
Give the defender credit. Willing to challenge the shot. Lots of other guys just let them score there.
Giannis Antetokounmpo, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for Milwaukee. His work on the glass was out. And it's good to have you back with us as we celebrate St. Patrick's Day with more NBA action on 2K Sports. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen from Milwaukee?
I've really been impressed with how aggressive they've been inside, looking to capitalize from the paint whenever they can.
And it seems they've also put an emphasis on moving the ball, working to rotate around the defense and find those quality looks.
On the floor for Cleveland getting going here in the second. We've got Wade. Max Strus is out there with DeAndre Hunter. Then there's Malcolm Brogdon, and it's Harden in at the shooting guard. Wade kicks to Harden. Here's the 3. That shot, no good. Bucks leading by 3. Giannis striding in. It's stolen by Strus. Pass to Hunter. It doesn't go for him. Some solid defense from Antetokounmpo. Thomas dishes to Giannis. Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. Near the three-point line, it's Thomas. Nice fake there to create the shot, but it's no good. Now here's Harden. He's coming off a 25-point game against Dallas. Harden against Rollins. Pass to Antetokounmpo. And now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second quarter. And the Bucks miss again. And so Harden will bring it up for the Cavaliers. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. The shot by Brogdon, no good.
A little too aggressive on that shot. He's not the guy they want shooting those tough threes.
And good that time. Thomas got his first bucket of the night.
Oh, Thomas can be scary when he's getting points inside. That really rounds out his game.
And timeout call by Kenny Atkinson. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. And here's Mitchell from the arc. Rebound, Milwaukee. Giannis has got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Milwaukee leading by 5. And here's Porter. 20 points for him last game against Indiana. Into the Kumbo.
And whenever Mobley is out there on D, you have to be aware of where he is.
Mitchell kicks to Strus. Good, and the assist goes to Mitchell. Mitchell's got his 3rd assist on the night.
If you're not right up there on him, oh, he's going to make you pay.
Left side, Thomas. Stolen by Harden. They push it up 4 on 3. Here's Mobley. And he hits it to tie the game up. Mobley's got 6.
The list of guys who have led the league in points and assists, well, it's a short one. That includes James Harden, LeBron, Bill Oscar, amongst others.
Down low. There's Giannis with the slam.
Just a textbook lead pass right there, putting it right where it needed to be.
Cleveland's gotten into trouble with the 3 ball in the second quarter, only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. Mobley is screen on Rollins. Mitchell passes to Strus. Back to Mitchell. 6 on the shot clock. Strus in the corner. Over Thomas. And it's Strus missing.
And he's very confident from that range, but you can't make him all.
Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Thanks. Coach Kenny Atkinson demanding that Evan Mobley stay in attack mode the entire game. And Mobley said, I have a lot of different skill sets that I can bring to the table. Being out there and challenging myself is going to sharpen them and get them where they need to be. Kevin, back to you.
On the rise. All right, Allie, thank you for the report. And Cleveland making a change here. And Greg, what stands out most about Donovan Mitchell's game?
I think it's his consistency. He's a fearsome scorer pretty much since he set foot in the league. And with his pull-up game, he can get his shot off against anyone. I mean, already hot coming into the game. Is it fair to say he's hotter?
Pass to Nance. Here's Tyson. He's guarded by Thomas. Here's Nance. Nails the baby hook. Nance has got the game tied up here for Cleveland.
Yeah, this league is in good shape when you talk about guys like Nance. The consummate role player does everything that's asked of him.
Thomas, no good.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
And here's Mitchell from the arc. Thomas grabs the rebound.
And if they know what's good for them, that's the way they'll defend against him every time he takes the ball in the three-point lane.
Back to Giannis. And out of the Kumbo with the jam.
And we see this often now from Giannis. His offensive repertoire has become so versatile.
And so it's Mitchell who brings up the ball for the Cavaliers. Trailing by 2. They want to keep it rolling here following the win against Dallas.
And that one was all about offensive execution, running your plays, picking your spots.
And no team is going to shoot 50% every night, but this team has the right approach. When the shots are falling, they can light it up.
Here's Thomas, and there are the Bucks with another bucket.
Dangerous in the mid-range. Thomas isn't uncomfortable with that shot.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Pass to Nance. Back to Mitchell. Fires for 3. And they get it back. Here's Tyson. He's guarded by Thomas. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Mobley finds Nance. Beat the shot clock, but it's off the mark. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Bucks lead by 4. Now let's check in with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
There you have it. And that about wraps it up. And as the third quarter is about to begin, we go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. You look at Antetokounmpo in this one. He's been everywhere.
Well, with a double-double in hand through 2 quarters, you can just imagine what his stat line will look like at the end of this one.
but I don't think that that's the most important thing to him. Sure, putting up big numbers doesn't hurt, but he's all about getting the win over everything else.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Cam Thomas is out there with Antetokounmpo. Then it's Cameron Reddish. Then there's Rollins. And it's Porter in at the point. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Doc Rivers. Pass to Rollins. Now here's Porter. Jacks up a 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Porter's got the lead up to 7 now for the Bucks. Well, Greg, you've had a long NBA career, so I'm curious, what's one of the biggest changes you've noticed since you've retired?
Well, one that doesn't get talked about enough, length. Players these days are just longer, especially in the backcourt, and that wing position. It feels like every team has a guy 6'9" or taller that is a pure perimeter player.
And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Kyle Kuzma.
And you can see his scoring numbers trending down as time goes on. It's not what you want to see, but maybe it's just time to shift his approach a little and start looking for other ways to get points out there on the floor.
Here's Yuck, and then jammed down as he goes wide over Larry Nance Jr.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, they've locked in during this stretch. If they keep it up, their lead will only continue to grow.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
To the middle, here's Mobley. Sinks that one from the post. Mobley's got 8 points.
Consistency all game long. He's going to continue, I think, to have to take it over to get them back in the game.
Pass to Thomas. And it's Antetokounmpo picking up the assist. And the Bucks lead by 10.
Something lit a fire under them at the half. They started this quarter going 3 for 3 from the floor.
Here's Tyson. To the paint. Here's Mobley. And Mobley throws it down.
What an elite athlete Mobley is, getting off the ground effortlessly for the throwdown.
Rollins the pass to Giannis. And the jump by Giannis.
And how about that? What a sensational finish.
Yeah, you got to be able to get some hang time to do that one. Here's Harden. Great numbers on a nightly basis as he averages over 24 points a game. Mitchell against Rollins. Pass to Mobley. Milwaukee with the rebound. Giannis has got rebound number 13 for him here tonight.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger. Hey, whatever adjustments they made at halftime, they are working to perfection.
Oh, yeah, I can't agree more. They haven't missed.
Nance a screen on Porter. Harden against Porter. Mobley right side. Back to Harden. Tries it from 19, and the shot goes in. Harden's got his second basket.
I'm just going to say this. It's too easy for Harden. He is so good at recognizing when to rise up in that mid-range.
Porter finds Giannis, and Antetokounmpo slings it in.
And that's his M.O. Sometimes he can score more points by himself.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Mitchell passes to Harden. Mobley dishes to Nance. Mitchell in the corner. Mobley sets the pick for Mitchell. Reddish grabs the rebound.
Yeah, you won't see him miss many dunks unless you've got somebody right in his face, as was the case there on that possession.
Back to Thomas.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Giannis sets a screen for Thomas. A three-pointer off the mark.
He hasn't had his best game, but they've gotten enough production elsewhere, so it hasn't really mattered.
Antetokounmpo laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Giannis has got 8 here in the quarter.
And they're beginning to just flat-out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And timeout call by Kenny Atkinson. He's going to take a minute here to get some big men that have been rock solid over the past 10 games. The top shooting centers and power forwards in the NBA. Second, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And it's one thing to be able to create high-quality shots for yourself, but you still have to finish. And there's no doubt all those guys can do both.
And this is a dependable group of low post scorers. They have incredible touch from close range.
Wade sets the pick for Brogdon. There's the triple. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Giannis has got rebound number 15 here tonight.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Hands it from downtown.
And what a half for this offense. If they can stay this high, a great chance to extend this lead.
Shot to stop the run, and they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
Phenomenal focus. Brogdon takes pleasure in fighting off that contact.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Bucks?
Look, they're getting good looks inside. It's been a point of emphasis all night long, but I love this hard-nosed attitude of this team.
Another place they've had the upper hand tonight is in transition. They've gotten a bunch of their points off the fast break.
Arrow on the wing. The shot's good on the assist by Wade. Merrill's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Now, Giannis. He's got 26. Plenty of daylight on that shot. And the Bucks lead by 14.
Three-point shooting since the half has been about as good as you could ask for.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. And that one's good, Brogdon. Brogdon's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Brogdon with the smooth finish inside. His game is so polished.
Pass to Rollins. Fires from deep. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the break.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Bucks ahead, up by 12. And we're just moments away from the start of the fourth quarter. Stay with us. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard. Put the pass right on the money.
He'll be proud of that one. Bigs love when their passing skills are noticed.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. And Cleveland looking at who they've got to start the fourth quarter. Ryan is out there with DeAndre Hunter. Then it's Harden. Then it's Max Strus. And it's Brogdon in at point.
And they've really gotten on track here in the second half. After that shaky start, the field goal percentage steadily climbing. They couldn't make anything in that first break.
And Porter, here we go. Oh, and Antetokounmpo hammers it in.
Good play and great vision from Porter. The pick and roll gets someone open, and he finds it.
Bryant the pass to Brogdon. Pass to Hunter. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It goes on Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the knee.
When it comes to DeAndre Hunter, how would you prepare for him, Richard, if you were coaching against him?
Well, Hunter's wingspan will really wake you up on defense, but it's his catch-and-shoot game that everyone needs to watch. If you leave a gap, well, he'll make you pay.
Wade, he's checked in for Cleveland. It's Thomas on the wing. Off target from outside. The Cavaliers trail by 10. I've been looking around. Now, here is Harden. Guarded by Reddish. Pass to Wade. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there. And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
Catching up on the changes for Cleveland. Sam Merrill. He's checked in for Max Strus. And it's Mitchell in for Malcolm Brogdon. And it's Kumbo.
When he's on the floor, offensive rebounding is always going to be a strength for him.
Greg, he keeps so many possessions alive, doesn't he?
Yeah, you can feel Coach smiling on the sidelines with every offensive board.
And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout. It's a chance for them to regroup and refocus. Ryan's checked in for Dean Wade. Now let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Hey guys, well during that last break, I heard Kenny Atkinson as he talked with his team. He said to them, you guys look defeated out there. Wake up. This game is far from over, but I need you all to believe that. I need you to fight for one another right now.
Great work as always, Allie. Thank you. The kick out to Porter. Pass to Rollins. Ryan against Giannis. Here's Rollins. And he drops it in from the low post. And the Bucks lead by 13. And so Harden will bring it up for the Cavaliers. When this game is done, they'll be off to Chicago as they take on the Bulls. That matchup falls in the middle game of this three-game trip.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A plus 10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
It's Thomas on the wing. Back to Antetokounmpo. The kick out to Porter. The Bucks need to get a shot off here, and they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation.
Substitution on the court.
The Cavaliers trail by 13. Here's Tyson. Here's Mitchell. Mobley is screen on Rollins. Thomas pulls it down.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
Yeah, and the risk now is that he gets inside his own head. Time to take deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth, and let the game come to you.
Tight defense on Thomas, and he knows how to use that to get to the line.
And the first one at the line is good. Richard, we see such an influx of foreign players. Any concern that American-born players will fall behind?
100%. We have to change our development. We have to change our approach to youth basketball because right now the Europeans, one, hungrier, two, they have a greater approach for skill and technique at an early age.
Harden against Porter. Here's Mitchell. From outside, Antetokounmpo with the rebound.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
We've got 1:55 left in the fourth quarter. Harden pulls it down.
And, you know, he's a threat from deep, no doubt about it, but it just has not been there for him tonight. You might want to change your game plan a little bit offensively.
Everyone on his team has to be loving this. Great to see Mobley finding his offensive rhythm.
Bucks leading by 14. Antetokounmpo. Off the glass.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
No let up with these guys. They're going for the throat now.
Beyond the arc. Antetokounmpo with the rebound. And so Giannis will bring it up for the Bucks. They've allowed just 7 points here in the fourth quarter.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for the Bucks.
Two great rebounding teams.
And these guys worked just a little bit harder tonight, and that was the edge they needed.
And so taking a look at their record, a nice milestone they'll be picking up tonight. 3 wins on the year now.
That's breathing a huge sigh of relief, guys. They're on their way to a win here, avoiding losing all 4 games of the season series.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Giannis.
And what effort he had on the boards, displaying some great fight, willing to battle down low.
We all hear about AI in the workplace, and I don't mean Allen Iverson, although we could put him in the workplace. Greg, now teams are using computers to break down the action.
Yeah, able to use camera tracking to assess credit and blame, right? So maybe the little things in winning plays that went unnoticed, they won't be overlooked much anymore.
Brogdon, and down goes the three. And it's Milwaukee's ball. They led by as many as 18 points. Here's Antetokounmpo. Oh, that is a big-time jam.
And it's just competing. You know, giving your best when it matters most.
And let me tell you, as a team, you love to hit your stride right at the crucial moments. They put this game away in style.
30 seconds left in the game. Giannis drives in. Ooh, what a move! What a move!
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
It's always nice to perform like this, especially in front of the faithful home crowd.
Sam Merrill.
Giannis with it. From deep, it's good! So no problem for Milwaukee as they get the win. It was a tale of two teams tonight, one that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
Now let's send it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline with our player of the game. Allie, take it away.
Giannis, congratulations. How did your team come out on top tonight?
We just play hard and we play defense. That's the most important thing. So that's what we do. We play defense. We rebound the ball, we run. That's what we did tonight. We play defense.
Defense wins championships. Thanks, Giannis.
Great job. Thanks for that, Allie. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Richard Jefferson, and Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks so much for joining us on this presentation from 2K Sports. And now we present the player of the game.